Hi everyone, Kevin Blume here, and welcome to part 3 of the hip function video series. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can improve your hip hinging and hip separation abilities. In my last video, I showed you how you can determine if those abilities are acceptable or unacceptable. So if you haven't seen that video, or if you haven't learned how to do the leg raising movement screen, go back, watch that video, test yourself, and then once you know that, the drills in this exercise are going to be more appropriate for you. So the first exercise is called leg lowering, and this is going to be for people who scored an unacceptable score in their leg raising screen. Now, what this drill is doing is simultaneously improving hip hinging and hip separation, and the best way to know if this drill works is to simply retest yourself using that leg raise screen, and that's going to determine again whether your leg raise is acceptable, or your hip hinging or hip separation is acceptable or unacceptable. So how you're going to perform leg lowering is simply just lying on your back, supporting one leg on a chair or a table. And the biggest thing with leg lowering to make it effective is you want to make sure that your legs are completely straight. So your knees should be straight, your toes on each foot should be pulled back towards the shins, and your feet should not be rotating out. So once your alignment is good, the second key point is you want to make sure that you feel only a mild stretch or a gentle stretch along the back side of the supported leg. If it's much more than that, or if the stretch is too intense, the muscles are going to tighten up and guard, and you're not going to see the benefit from the drill. So make sure, again, it's only a gentle stretch. The third key point is your breathing. So when you're performing the drill, you want to make sure that you're exhaling as you lower the leg towards the floor. If you're holding your breath or you have really shallow breathing, again, you're not going to see the benefit of the drill because you're going to be creating a lot of unnecessary tension in your body. So just to kind of summarize, you want to have good alignment. You want to make sure that you have just a mild stretch along the backside of the supported leg, and you want to make sure that your breathing is matched and dialed in with this drill. Now, again, like I said, the best way to determine if this drill is showing objective improvements is to simply retest yourself using the leg raising screen that I have in part 2 of this video series. Now, once your leg raising screen or your hip hinging and hip separation abilities are considered acceptable, then it's time to move into a more functionally based drill or exercise that is going to not only help lock in those improvements, but it's going to help to further improve, develop, and strengthen those hip functions and the movement patterns that utilize them. So the best drill or exercise that I like is some variation of deadlifting. Now, the reason that I like deadlifting is because it's one of those fundamental human movements that if trained properly is going to create a lot of functional carryover into everyday life. So whether it's bending and lifting in your job, whether you play a sport, whether you want to play with your grandkids more and just not get hurt, deadlifting again is going to do a lot for you. So it's one of those very economical exercises that is going to be giving you a lot of bang for your buck. So there's many different variations of deadlifting. There's just your standard kettlebell deadlift here, as you can see in the video. You can do them with 2 arms, you can do them with 1 arm, you can do them with 2 kettlebells, you can do even a single leg variation where basically it's going to be addressing both hip hinging and hip separation simultaneously. But the point is that we want to load hip hinging and or hip separation as a way to further strengthen or lock in those improvements in the leg raising pattern or with those hip functions, and then again create that carryover into real life. So there you have it. Those are again 2 drills that I like for improving and maintaining hip hinging and hip separation. So give those a try, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.